Good evening, my fellow people. Good night, good morning, depending where you are watching. The terrorist sympathizer Gumi have come back online to speak nonsense. You see, this man cannot come out and speak about the victims these terrorists are killing. He's always defending these terrorists to show you that this man is the real terrorist. If I wish the government is working, if the government is working, by now Gumi is supposed to be in prison. Just watch Gumi. Just watch the nonsense this man is speaking.
We are under pressure to fight government that has helicopters, is bombarding us. So you remove the pressure, the need for the money is there. When you go there, you don't see any luxurious life. You don't see any luxurious life at all. They are living in huts. They have nothing. They drink from sometimes from the stream. So I don't think we can say that they are used to a luxurious life that they won't live it. Actually, they don't even know it with all the money they get.
Sheikh, like you said, they are under pressure. Government is bombarding them, and according to what you say, they are saying that it looks like they're under attack. So maybe they're acquiring weapons to protect themselves. But then again, if the pressure is that much, why don't they renounce banditry? And are they also considering the lives of those that they are also taking, and the lives of people that they are also making, unlivable?
Okay, you see. If they leave banditry, they will have source of financing their war machine. The question you ask, why are they fighting them? You see, the herdsmen has gone through a lot of hardship. No government has really actually sat down to see into their plight, to modernize them, to even spend anything. Not one kobo of our Nigerian budget goes to them. And now they feel they are.
Until we begin to intentionally lock out people like Gumi, Nigeria will never win against insurgency and all those criminals. I'm telling you the truth. Until a man like Gumi, a person like Gumi is locked away, until a man like Gumi is locked in a black site, we will never know peace in this. I'm telling you the truth. You know, if you have known anything about me, is the fact that you know that I'm brutally honest, and I'll tell you exactly how it is. Until a man like Gumi, a leader of Jibuis, a leader of Jamaatul Nasrul Islam, is locked away, we will not know peace. Gumi in this video is literally making a defense for the terrorists. He's telling them that he's telling us that they have no choice. They have to kidnap to make money. He's telling us that they have to kidnap to make money. He's telling us that they needed the money, so then they need the money, and so they have to do what they have to do to make money. A man like Gumi, how many times have you ever seen Gumi come online and speak for the victims, and speak about the cruel treatment for the victims, and talk about the 37 victims that were kidnapped from the church that are seeing the deaths of kidnappers, and talks about what the kidnappers, the 2-year-old child, the one that have your child, the pregnant women, the school children that are in the den of the kidnapper. Have you ever in any time seen Gumi come to condemn terrorism and speak for the victims? No. He's always at all times speaking for the terrorists. He'll tell you why the government need to negotiate with them. He'll tell you why the government shouldn't call America, or why the government shouldn't partner with America. He'll tell you why they have to do what they have to do. Gumi is literally making a defense for terrorists here. Until a man like Gumi is locked away, we will not know peace in this nation. And brethren, yesterday night, in the midnight, in my vision of the night, the Lord showed me something. I'm telling you, I woke up for like 10 minutes and I was just praying in the spirit because it was fearful. Fulanis will take over this nation if we're not careful. In that vision of the night, I found out that they overwhelmed the nation so that everybody was running with me. By the time I was also running in that vision. And when I look at my side, even policemen, the man that was by my side was a policeman, and he was also running. They couldn't contain them. The police ran. I saw them overwhelm a stadium in my vision of the night. And I saw them overwhelm a stadium full, you know what, a stadium full of people. I can't remember a match that was being played now. I can't remember what, and I saw them overwhelm a stadium. And they gathered, and the people were there, and they overwhelmed there. And there were people were running after skater. And they were massacring people in a stadium. They were shooting sporadically in a stadium. That was what I saw in my vision of the night. And people were running. The man that was running by my side in that vision of the night was also a policeman. And they were all running for their lives. All because of a minority illiterate people. A minority illiterate people that were all playing political correctness. People that we should have flushed away. They were trying to pamper. I warned you, Yoruba land. I warned you. I've been saying it long ago. I've been talking about that. Don't think this thing is only in the north. It will move to the west. You think I was joking? Well, it moved to the east. It moved to the south, and now overwhelming the southwest of the nation. And in all this, you will never ever see Gumi come to condemn the atrocity of these terrorists. He's always speaking for. is a leader of JNI. JNI is a terrorist organization, an Islamic terrorist organization. Jibu is an Islamic terrorist organization. We are still talking of the military men that are jihadists, that will carry the Nigerian Air Force aircraft and go to a Christian-dominated place and drop a bomb on them, just like they did in Kusaso, which the Nigerian Air Force swept under the carpet. Nobody talked about until I brought it online. Until a man like Gumi is locked away in this nation. A man like him, his children now is in the army. He has a son in the army. He has another son contesting for politics. The moment they overwhelm power completely, you'll be surprised what they will do. You still think I'm a madman, isn't it? You still think I'm trying to do content? I'm a content creator. In that vision of the night, it was glaring. It was glaring that overwhelmed the nation. Every part of the nation was burning. And all this are working in your area. You see them carrying debt, carrying doing shoemaker. They're all being strategically positioned, waiting for the fire alarm, waiting for the time. And when that time comes, they know they are sophisticated. Forget about the fact that they are illiterate. They did not go to school. They are committed to this cause. If you don't lock that man away, Gumi, I want the Nigerian military. I want the US government to take note of this man military, Gumi. Look at what he keeps saying, making a defense for terrorists. Until a man like Gumi is locked away, we will not know peace. Such a man don't deserve to live among men. There is no one time Gumi comes to speak for the victims. He's always making defense. Why the terrorists need to do what they are doing? Why the government need to pamper them? Why they need to rehabilitate them? He has never spoken for the thousands of lives that have been destroyed. A man like Gumi must be locked away. You say I keep saying this to you. Kalusa paras, Kalianta, Asko Falianta Tabaraska, Zumelianta Parosa. Many of the time, you're more concerned about my utterance than about the reality of what is happening on ground. You're more concerned about what I speak, how insultive I am, when I speak harshly, you're more concerned about that than the reality of what is happening. If you don't look for a way to lock up a man like Gumi, you'll be surprised at the damages such a man will do. He's following the footsteps of his father. He's trying to achieve the failed dream of Usman Danfodio, Islamization and Fulanization. If you don't lock up a man like Gumi, you'll be surprised. In a way, I don't even blame him. I don't even blame him. It is not his fault. It is the fault of the media, the local media, the AITs, the NTAs, the channels TVs, that instead of giving airtime and giving time to listen to sane human beings, people that are sane, people that are logical, people that have the fear of God, people that have the spirit of God, they would rather give airtime to idiots and lunatics like Gumi to come and spew nonsense on air because they want to gain traffic. They want to generate traffic. Such a bunch of useless idiots. The media accomplices, these AITs, you don't see reasonable people in this nation. You can't find Reverend Ezekiel to invite. You've not seen credible people to speak to. When was the last time you brought in the Northern chairman to come and speak on the issues? You've not seen reasonable people to invite. You always bring Gumi. You always bring Gumi because you want to gain, you want to generate traffic. You all are complicit. You give time to a lunatic lady to come and speak nonsense. Shame on you, NTA. Shame on you, AIT. And every media station that keeps giving this idiot airtime. Shame on you all.